Greetings, everybody. I'm back on Kikapoo. I'm gonna hopefully I have enough energy to make a video. I just got off work. I just ate dinner. My voice is a little raspy right now, and I'm not sure why. I just ate a Spam sandwich with some Cheetos. It was quite good. My voice is really weak right now. Maybe it's the allergies. Anyways, forget about that. So I got to work on getting some levels. I just bought a couple bandages. And I need a bow, I need arrows, I need armor, I need weapons. I bought myself a lantern so I can see better at night. And I'm going to kill broodlings. Broodlings by the boatload. I've got a backpack and a large sewing kit, which doubles as extra storage space for me. So I'm going to start out leveling here, but I could always run over to the East Commons area. I could run over to the Deserts of Roe as well. However, I'm going to be gaining quick levels at this early stage, so I want to be close to a warrior guild without worrying about being guard whacked. So let's stay away from Freeport. I should be okay in Freeport in some areas. I'm not sure exactly. Nice. So I'm only level 2. All that killing in the Inethil Swamp didn't get me to level 3 yet. This is a better hunting grounds though. Wow. 2 chest pieces, and here's another weapon. Come for me. So I'm going to work up archery. I'm going to work up bind wound. I'm going to work up either tailoring or blacksmithing. And I can do cooking, bakery. And that'll be mostly for funsies, you know. It's not going to do anything significant to my progress, but I've neglected trade skills because it's just too much work and referencing websites for recipes. However, I will indulge myself this time. Okay, we got another armor piece. And there's more of these guys. They're everywhere. Look at them. The broodlings. Ooh, it is hot outside. Summer is here. Okay, extra AC piece now. Look, 49 AC. Wow, 53. Man, the loot is amazing in the Feerrott. There's a lot of shakiness on the camera. You guys notice that? It's not a smooth thing. So someone was telling me that I'm losing display, what would you call that? Real estate, because I'm not in a 4:3 aspect ratio. This could be very true. I didn't think about it. I just logged in and started playing. Yeah, I'm out of drinks too, so I'm drinking like those Sarasota spring water things. And it just was not appealing to me. I put some grape powdered flavoring in it. But the powder wasn't dissolving very well. It's just not good. All right. So I might just need to start selling a couple things here. We're getting on some quick funds right now. I'm almost to the point where like I should start training up some of these other weapon skills. Check it out. That's a lot of money. If I get a longsword, I think I'm going to equip it, switch out my weapons. All right, let's check it out now. I'm up to almost 2 platinum. So if I do tailoring, I want to keep these jungle spider silks. And this guy's yellow to me. If we get a broodling on our back, we're in serious trouble. Still gaining defense and kick. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. I work night shifts, so we did I got 3 deliveries. So what we have to do is you have to do what we call procedures, and you have to log these before you can graduate residency. So I have to log 20 deliveries. And so I'm working in OB obstetrics, and I'm doing vaginal deliveries, basically. I did 3 of them tonight. They were all very quick and simple, uncomplicated, and that's the way I like it. The babies came right out. I've cut plenty of cords. I've delivered placentas. I've delivered babies. I have not sutured up the damage. I don't want to. I feel like if I was present during the situation, like on an airplane when a baby was getting delivered, I feel like I can handle the pressure. I could deliver a baby. No problem. All right, let's sell this shirt. I've gotten so many of these shirts now. Bones and meats. All right. I can buy some of these, regular weapons. I can buy a shield. That kind of stuff. Tarnished Warhammer. 428. Is it better than what I have on? It is slightly better. I'm just not going to do it. It's pretty much the same. Did I ding? Oh yeah, I just dinged level 3. Sweet, so I'm not to the point where I need to start using bandages. It's going to probably be like level 6 or so before that happens. So all the money I'm accruing right now is going to go towards a large stash of bandages. However, if I went and killed spiderlings and got a lot of silk, you can actually craft bandages. I believe that's true, but I've never done it myself. I made silk bandages. Is that something you can do viably? I don't know. I just usually just sell my stuff and buy bandages. And bandages are expensive. They're like 5 silver a piece. I'm going to be spending a lot because my charisma is terrible. I'm a troll. People think trolls aren't very charming. And so they jack the prices up. Isn't that rude as hell? It's like that in real life too. I think if you're an ugly short person, bald, they're just going to jack the prices up on you. And I'm all of those things. So I never get the good deals in life. I just want to step on that spider. All right, here we go with silk stashing. So there's an area where spiders congregate. Should we go there and kill spiders, the congregating spiders? I think I'm going to do that. Let's kill a couple more of these. Oh yeah, we're getting to a trickle with experience gain. Let's sell a few more things right now. Let's just sell these and just head over to where the spiders congregate. It's over by the druid area. So let's see. We don't want spiderling legs. And I don't want this weapon here. That's hanging out. All right. Now, I've got enough food and drink for now, but that's going to run out quick. But let me show you the area where the spiders hang out. First, we got to go to the road and follow it. I think we're heading in the eastern direction. I can't really tell because my sense heading is terrible. And as a troll, I can still squeeze under this little archway, this tree arch. However, as an ogre, I don't know if I can fit through that. So I think I look pretty good for a troll. You can see his thoracic spine up here, right here. This spinal, what do you call those? I'm trying to think of vertebral segments. They're very prominent right there in the thoracic area. And they're lower down here. There's a fat padding. When that fat padding is in the front of the body, you know, when you got like that big fatty area, the pooch, the fupa, I think it's called a pannus. P-A-N-N-U-S. That's what we call a pannus. Fatty area. A lot of times when people are really heavy and they lose a lot of weight and they get that sagging skin there, it's called a pannus. I don't know why I'm talking about that at all, but it came to mind when I was looking at the troll body. Alright, so we got a better weapon here, possibly 536 versus 429. I think it is better. I'm going to equip it, and we're going to get rid of this stupid newbie sword. Alright, now I got a beefier sword. We're going to do increased damage, and it's still got a pretty fast swing delay. But look at that. That guy's got a halberd skeleton. And you see spiders here? Let's just get this real quick and then I'll fight the spider. So I do like using two-hand slashing stuff. And of all the two-handed slashing weapons, this is the best of them. Oh, jeez. So let's go ahead and equip it. I have to oh no, I have to take off my... I want my lantern. I'm not going to use it. So, let's see. I should be getting more combat skills. I know at level 5 I get at least some. Because I'm a heavy race, I can get bash and slam. Slam's a little better than kick in some ways because it has a stun and you can interrupt spellcasters with it. It's hard to time it right, but you see, this is the area where the spiders congregate. The druid ring. So I just run around here killing these spiderlings. Oh man, my eyes are tired because what we do when we're working nights, we dim the lights down. And I have poor vision, so my eyes are really strained right now, and that gives me a headache. Ooh, I'm rubbing my eyeballs right now. But I've done good with eating. I didn't come home and pig out like I used to do. I ate one sandwich and some Cheetos. That's not too bad. I have a pint of chocolate ice cream in the freezer, and I didn't pull it out. But I was thinking about it on the way home. I was thinking, ice cream sounds so good. But I'll be honest, I'm worried about acid reflux tonight, so I'm afraid that I'm going to run out of energy, and I'm going to fall asleep right after I make this video. And so the last thing I want to do is eat a bunch of ice cream. I mean, Spam is really risking a reflux episode. Because I'm going to be laying down in about 30 minutes from now. Flat on my back. Alright, so more spiders. I'm going to get stacks of silk if I can possibly do that. And I won't sell them. Let's look about using them. Raise that. Uh-oh. Raise that tailoring skill. Let's be careful now. One speeder down. Uh-oh. It's an even con. And I went to a frenzy. So the good thing about being in a frenzy with a warrior, if you can do critical hits at this point, you swap over to crippling blows, and those can be massive damage hits. Alright, defense is up to 14 now. Look at that. 63 AC. Oh, let's pick up the legs too. Oh gosh, stacking up the leggings. So hit point wise, where are we at? Let's check our experience. Oh my gosh, I'm only like 22% way through the level. I thought I would be like halfway through the level by now. This is brutal. This is a brutally slow grind. Oh man, that's a big one too. I don't know if I can do the big one yet. Let's set up our bandage bind wound skill. There we go. It's ready to go when I'm ready to use it. Well, it's so tempting, isn't it? Let's sit down on our butt. Max hit points is 97. That's not bad. I think there's a lizard coming up here. Yeah, saw you. So they did a really good design. Oh my gosh, you saw that lightning flash and then immediately followed with some rain. So sometimes you'll see some people pop up here. This is where the druid rings are for the Feerrott. Most people who poured in here are on their way to the Spectre camps. I'm gonna lean back. Oh, my back's a little sore. We've got terrible chairs at work. The resident workroom, oh my gosh, bad chairs. And I sit right next to a refrigerator. So that refrigerator coils heat up. So I'm not really good with the science behind it, but I've always found it to be fascinating how they can use a refrigeration, and it uses coils and electricity. So, I mean, I've tried to understand it somehow, like they reverse the current and it actually pulls the heat from it, and then when the coils run outside of the refrigerator, the heat just kind of dissipates out. Because when you run electricity through wires, it heats up. If you do it like in a reverse fashion, it kind of sucks out the heat, I guess. Something like that. One thing I've been proud about in my life is how well I scored on the MCAT for the science and organic chemistry section. What they really test in that is your fundamentals. So you don't have to have profound knowledge in organic chemistry or physics, but you have to have a good grasp of the fundamentals. And I think a lot of people don't have a good grasp of the fundamentals. It took a lot of studying for me to get the grasp of it. I never took physics in high school, and I took chemistry and I failed it. So I failed chemistry in high school. When I took it in college, I started out as a community college student. I had to take remedial courses too. I had to take pre-algebra. Can you believe that? Pre-algebra? I studied hard and I did well. I eventually got up to the point where I took calculus in college, and of course college physics. I didn't take the university physics, so I didn't have to learn how to do calculus-based physics. It was more algebra-based physics, you know, a lot of trigonometry. But university physics uses calculus. I didn't take that version of physics. That's, I think, a little harder the formulas and fraction. The formulas, I'm sorry. The formulas are a little more advanced, I guess. I'm not going to loot that. Kill some more Skeletors. My favorite subject in college, what was that? I did like ecology. I loved all the stuff with earth sciences, environmental stuff. Those were fun. I loved philosophy. It was so fun to take philosophy. But when it comes to like getting a job in philosophy, I guess people would take it before they took their LSAT, which is your entrance exam to get into law school, maybe. Or maybe if you planned on having a career in politics, it might be useful. Or if you're going to teach philosophy. But I think the value of philosophy came in learning logic. As a big part of like learning philosophy was logic. And that can be applied to a lot of things like programming too, right? What it really does is expand your way of thinking. Critical thinking skills, you know. Oh, one-hand slashing is now 20. I'm getting a fair amount of spider silks. It would take a long time to get several stacks of this, though. So they have lizardmen camps. Oh, there's something you do about the time you get to level 5 or so. Hey, there's another armor piece here. So our AC is at 63, and now it's at 66. I think actually, now that I think about it, my very favorite subject was something called Epidemiology. And it was kind of weird because I took a lot of upper level science courses and they tended to be very small class sizes. You're talking about like 12 people, 13 people, 14 people. One class I took, we only had 5 people. But when I took Epidemiology, which is considered an upper level science course, it was packed. Every seat was filled up in Epidemiology. And I was thinking, what the heck is going on? Because when I'm taking microbiology, there's only like 12 of us. When I'm taking epidemiology, there's like 40 people in there. 45, 50 people. Maybe even 60. I found out the reason why. It's because there's a lot of people who want to go to grad school. And in order to do it, they had to take some upper level courses. I guess in some cases science. And it counted as upper level science course. But it was completely easy. You didn't have to have any prerequisites for it. It was so easy to do. And it was fun too. So all these students who were trying to get into grad school were taking epidemiology from word of mouth. It was fun, of course, but they were kind of like padding their stats, I guess. But being an epidemiologist would have been a cool job. And what they do really is like, let's just wait till one of these passes. So say you have an outbreak of something. You got a bunch of cases of, let's see. Uh-oh, I'm getting beat. An outbreak of something. It could be like COVID, say that. It's compiling like the breakouts of illnesses and stuff and trying to kind of figure out the reason why. So there's a lot of statistics involved in it. A lot of research studies trying to figure out the cause of disease as well. For instance, how many years were we smoking cigarettes before we realized that they can cause cancer? And it was an epidemiological study that found the kind of the cause. So that's really what epidemiology is. And it was really cool. A lot of people aren't going to college though anymore. They're focused on like getting kind of trade skills and trade jobs, what they call blue collar jobs, and foregoing like a college degree. I think what happened is there was an oversaturation of people with college degrees, and so places weren't necessarily impressed by an applicant with a college degree anymore, especially when they went straight from high school to college and then just got a degree. And a lot of colleges, I think, are guilty of just passing people. And so people were coming out of college without being, I don't know, I don't want to say like, they weren't impressive employees, I guess. Pretty much everybody was passing. People were slacking off. And the universities were just passing them. And so people coming out with degrees really didn't have any valuable skills that a company valued. And so they basically wanted you to train on the job. And at that point, it's like, what's the point of college? Just go and get an internship and train on the job, or get an apprenticeship, train on the job. For a lot of professions, that's really just the way to go. Hey, check it out, 66 AC, I get another armor piece, and now it goes up to 68 AC. Getting stronger with each kill. I'm over halfway through level 3, but it's slow progress. My voice is getting very weak and raspy. I don't feel too good, honestly. I feel like I'm exhausted. Really exhausted right now. Let's hurry up and kill these and go take a nap. So I'm only going to make a 30-minute video. Just because I don't feel great. I need to lay down. You broodling. Well, we did good with loot. I've got a good amount of money. I'm getting armor. Look at this. A lot of armor pieces. It's not very hard to get started out as an ogre or a troll warrior. Come to the Feerrott. Level up. It's one of the best newbie zones, I feel. This beats Kino's for newbie zone by far. This beats Misty Thicket by far. This beats Neryok. What's that area? Neryok's the town, but it's not Kithkor. Whatever the forest is for the Dark Elves. It beats Greater Fey. Huge. It beats Butcher Block even. I think the next best place to level is Butcher Block for newbie area. This is the best. The Feerrott. Believe it. Alright, this one last kill and I'll take a break. Let's make sure we're not getting... Hey, look at this dude. He just turned into a wolf. He wants to come by and give me a buff. I won't cry. Alright, we got almost a full stack of silk wings. Right, guys, thanks for watching the video. This is episode 2 of Kikapoo, the permadeath warrior. Let's see if I can camp without getting killed or attacked by a broodling. Come on now, 25. Oh my goodness, I knew it was gonna happen. Stupid lizards. I guess I have to go to the safety of the road. Shall we try again? Camp. Hurry before the lizard finds me. But anyways, I'm going to try to camp. It might take a couple tries because the lizards are everywhere. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week. This is going to go up on Monday, April 28th.